Welcome to another fun-filled edition of Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. My name is Amin El Hassan. I'm joined as always by Black Trey and Big Jerv. Hell of a show ready for you guys today. We've got, as always, reviews for the TV shows we watched: Snowfall and Power. Power just had its season finale, and it was powerific as ever. So stay tuned for that one. We got some questions about Easter, different Easter. I got a lot of Easter questions. I don't celebrate Easter, so I got questions for the guys about like what the deal is with Easter. Obviously, I know what it's about, but I got questions. And we're gonna talk about my man Maino, who was dragged on the internet for revealing his fetish, his kink, his thing that he likes to do in the bedroom with the who-eyed women. But before we get into that, www.patreon.com/count the dings. You go there, you sign up, you get access to all types of exclusive type shit, like the overflow episodes that we do every Tuesday. It'll be reviewing Winning Time and Atlanta, like the watch alongs. We got watch alongs for playoff games. We got watch alongs for the movies. We just did one where we watched the Nicolas Cage movie Next on it was me and Anthony Mays and Zach Harper did that last Thursday. You got access to the Discord. You got so much more. Don't miss out. If you're not a Patreon, patreon.com/count the things. Sign up for that. If you are a Patreon, thank you. And tell your friends to stop mooching. Tell them to get on board. All right. So let's get into the show. And we start with Maino. Maino revealed on a podcast that when he has sex with white women, he likes to role play as a runaway slave. I laughed. I don't know about y'all. I laughed my ass off, but not as much as how I laughed at our guy Was, who just fucking he loves to. He's an agent of chaos. So Van Lathan was the one that posted this on his the clip on his IG, and here comes Waz with the response: "Stop kink shaming our brother," and got 64 replies off of that. People lost their mind. People calling him let's see here. We got why you worried about another man's kinks? Then the camera emoji. One guy said you just snitched on yourself to Waz. You got who else? Uh this is disgusting. A runaway slave and she's his master. Nah, that's not even a kink. Another person, self-hatred. It's funny, man, because these people really think they're doing something when they come to Waz. But yo, what I guess let's start with what are y'all thoughts on Maino?
He need
My fetish
therapy.
had to be slave.
He need therapy, man. I don't know. Again, at the end of the day, shouts to Mano. I don't really want to know about his personal life. I've only tapped in through the music, High Hater, and the Hand of God and things that he's went viral for.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, but from another scenario of explaining that on a podcast is crazy. And then 2022, you automatically know that's going viral off rip. Like they're gonna pull that, you know what I mean? Like it's even kind of similar to like Jim Jones saying his mom taught him how to tongue kiss, and he was like, "Me, you know what I mean?" And it's like y'all don't really be thinking before y'all say it. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna find out like in a week or two that he was joking, or even if he wasn't joking, it's just TMI, right? But again, I think it's hilarious, and I thought it was funny because that was the first thing I seen from Waz, and obviously Waz is he's just a troll. He's gonna add fuel to the
Super troll,
fire.
man.
So I was just like, just how to the role play, because there is a community about that. But then also, why should we care?
Exactly. That's my thing. By the way, says the man with only white women on his page. This is just saying this to Waz. What are you fucking talking about? Like, these people are weird,
That's
man.
the real reason why Waz is not on BOMM anymore.
Yeah, because he out
So
here living his best slave fantasies.
I mean, we can agree that's a wild. I mean, we not kink shaming, but that's a wild role play aspect, right?
I
Like,
want
doesn't
I
matter.
want somebody to recreate it on TikTok.
Yeah,
Because I feel like TikTok's the only place
I've
to
watched
like have
porn.
fun with stuff like that.
I watched a porno that was like a parody of Roots before. It
Oh,
was just
Wait, how did you
big
even lock in?
dog.
Walk us through the lock in because that sounds
the
intense.
search. What's the search? But we need to search. We need to search keywords.
So the search keyword, man, like I'd be just going. First of all, like my shit is always amateur. I like amateur, man. That's just my thing. Like homemade. I like to feel like this shit is real or not. But you know how like you'll have one thing open and it'll underneath it'll have like the suggested videos on Pornhub. Like, oh, what about this one? Which I guess they do that on YouTube too. But like this is on Pornhub, and one of them was like Roots, and it was like an hour and 20 minutes long, and I was like, well, fuck. Now I gotta look and see what this is about. And it literally just niggas just fucking white girls in barns. Like it'd be like 3 seconds of dialogue, and then like just throw on a stack of hay and smash around or whatever.
Sick overthrow.
Yeah, yeah, just right up. There's also a couple of lesbian scenes in there where it's like, it was kind of funny, man. I laughed. Because like obviously when they fucking it's just porn, but like when they talk, the niggas like, yes, mammy, wait, like talking like,
Hey, porn can be comedy too.
dog. I'd be laughing, man. I'd be laughing. It's funny. It's funny, man. I don't know. I don't take it too seriously, right? It's like what are they afraid of? Are they afraid that white women are gonna go around thinking they're actually masters and shit? I mean, I kind of feel like if they feel that way, they felt it long before they had sex with a black guy, right?
This
Like
is true.
that's not the gateway for them, Like the gateway for them is living in America as a white woman. So like I don't understand if that's what that dude is into, man. Let him do him, man. Like, is it for me? No, but why do I care what gets that nigga hard or not? Like, that's kind of weird.
I mean, that's kind of similar to and I'm glad you segued to that, right? And this is not on a rundown, but Isaiah
There you
Rashad
go.
revealed his Coachella set, right? And the
They
intro is nothing but clips of the people discussing him, right? And at the end, it's like, how will he respond? And then he kills his set. But it's kind of circling full circle of what we mean. Like, why do we care what people do?
wait, what's the Isaiah Rashad like original
So
story? I don't know.
someone leaked stories of him giving fellatio to a man, and then him
Oh,
also receiving fellatio from two men.
right,
And
right.
he's a rapper, so like in the rap community, it's not really
To be
just like
gay, yeah.
yeah. And in the 90s, it's like, oh, they're turning in their
Yeah.
graves, and they would, so it's like
Dog,
just making a
there was
big
a
deal about
manhunt.
it. It was
There
all
was a
yeah. It was
manhunt
like
in the 90s who the gay rapper was. Like, who was
yeah.
the gay rapper? And now
Wendy
And
would
in
niggas are
allude
just,
to that
2022, we
shit.
have them.
Wendy Williams would allude to that shit all the fucking
oh
time.
man.
If whoever it was so many. Your favorite rappers have all had a Wendy Williams story for the most part.
Yeah, man.
So in 2022, if the music is good, no one cares. Like I don't care if you do whatever you do in your private life. All I care about is the music good. So good for him. He feels
Right.
comfortable. He can live his life now. I mean, it probably was the best thing to happen. He's charting like crazy now. He's
Right.
doing what he's supposed to do. But he always was fired to me.
What's
So
up, Dave?
I will admit that a ways back, Trey, I believe you and Mari told me I need to check out Isaiah Rashad or whatever the case may be. Listen to him, I was just like, you know what I mean? Nah, not for me. Whatever. I didn't think it was trash or anything. But my question more so for you, I guess, Trey, you said his ratings and things went up. Was he masking it in his music from what he was talking about? Like, was he alluding
No.
or okay?
No, I mean his raps are kind of like battling like depression sometimes. Sometimes it was turn up stuff. you know what I mean? TDE is like kind of, they got a weird, they're like Dreamville kind of, but like, you know what I mean? Like they have different sort of players,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Where you like, they all don't stand in one line. Like No Limit, it was like,
Mhm.
I'm a soldier. You know what I mean? I'm a soldier, or I do
Right.
this and that. They're scattered. They got artists all over the place. So him, it was like a mix of like Scarface influence, Master P influence, some Kendrick influence, and then you're kind of like, oh, does he sound like Kendrick? Does he have this? Is he lyrical? And he's not really trying to be like a superstar. He caters to his fans of that group. So like if you
Right.
like it, it is what it is. It's kind of like Boss. Like, right, Boss could be bigger than what he is, but he also has a tribe of fans
Loyal.
that be
He's got a
like,
loyal following. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Where you like, you listen to Boss, it's like, it don't matter if I make or break, say my opinion won't change his audience. They're gonna pull up regardless. The loyal fans, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
No,
that's
I
how
mean,
it is.
and that's kind of like that's the blueprint now for a lot of these artists and a lot of these labels. It's just like we're not, we don't have to have that one club banger that everybody's listening to or that one radio hit. It's like, can I have a loyal, motivated fan base that's going to support me in every way, going to listen to my music, going to buy concert tickets, going to buy merch, basically consume my art wherever they can. And the reality is if you are that kind of artist, you don't really have to worry. And if anything, like you kind of said it, Trey, if anything, this kind of helps, right? It like makes your people double down because they're already in on the experience or whatever. I'm thinking about like who are the artists that have come out the closet recently? It's him, it's Little Nas X, Frank Ocean. Who else? Am I missing anybody?
Tyler the Creator.
Tyler the Creator.
He hasn't formally said it, but you know, I say he's bi, if anything.
Yeah. So I mean, I think if anything, if you look at all those guys other than Little Nas X, they're all kind of like niche music people. Like I got my fan base that I cater to, that rock with me, or whatever. And I think for all of them, it helps them with their fan base. And in the case of Little Nas X, like obviously he had one of the biggest singles of all time, and came out right after that. Like it's hard to argue that this nigga didn't help his career, right? In a way that, like y'all said, like 10 years ago, I don't know if that could take place.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was a space for it. And I think it's more of the society and how people are socially acceptable and things. You know what I mean? Again, if anything, it's more freedom. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
do whatever you want. And I think probably they're the most authentic artists because their personal life have been thrown front
Right.
page. You know what I mean? Like you can't be like, oh, he not a real nigga. Like
Right.
he doing whatever he doing. Like he ain't lying
Yeah.
to you. So at this point, you locked in. When you listen to Rick Ross, you're like, man, he's selling a fantasy, or he doing this and that, or blah blah blah. And you're so hard fighting versus just listening to the music and trying to see if he really does this or he really so
Right.
dope and shit. And it's like half these rappers lie.
Yeah.
Or what are we really here for?
These niggas tell the truth over here. They really sucking dick. It's a joke. It's
Shout
a
outs,
joke. He
shouts
sucked a
to
dick.
them.
So what? So
Shouts to
what? He
them.
wanted to suck a dick. Who am I to get in his way of
Hey,
sucking
you know
dicks?
the funniest thing though, about I watched Rothaniel,
Oh
right?
yeah. Uh-huh.
And he
That's
said
the I
the one
see Jerv's face. Hold on. That's the Gerard Carmichael stand up.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
he knows. He was so thrown off. He don't That's
Yeah.
black people though. They don't aim on
No.
titles. They just know
No.
who's associated with it. But the funniest thing about it, he was like, black people don't be tripping off people becoming gay. They trip off who their significant other is. Like, oh, it's cool, you gay. Wait,
Yeah.
you with a white man?
Yeah.
So
Like,
it's like, bro, anybody but that, like, you know what I mean? So it's just hilarious, you know what I mean, that he put it in a humorous way, but that's kind of, nobody's tripping as long as the content's good.
yeah. I mean, I think that's the big thing. And you know what? Like part of it, society has obviously become a lot more tolerant in that way. And also part of it is, to be honest with you, I wonder like, was the system, the industry, were they like scared, like, oh, we can't let this nigga be gay because that'll be bad for business, without like even giving it a chance, right? Because again, like you think about it, it's like, I think of versus Gerard Carmichael, and I know he's only done the one stand up now, out the closet, but to me that wasn't like gay stand up. It was stand up, and by the way, that nigga's gay. Right?
Yeah, nah, he actually was funny. It felt like a long ass
Yeah.
therapy session.
It did,
But
man. Especially like interact. How'd you feel about him interacting with the audience like that?
I liked it. It was more personable. I've never kind of had like watched a comedy, sat in a set, because I had comedian friends. You have comedian friends. I'm sure Jerv does too. And it's different. I think this is probably going to be a transitional viewpoint on how people are storytelling or are adding their humor, because we've had a lot thinking, people throwing on hot takes, comedy's dead or this and that, you know what I mean? Like, or yada, yada, yada. And I think that he had a brilliant approach about it, because he answered all the questions, but he found a way to be funny. Like about his dad telling somebody it was Jerry Rice. Like, nigga, that was hilarious.
That was such a funny story, man. He's like, my dad's met him before many a time. And that's the name you came up with, Jerry Rice. No, not that Jerry Rice. Same name. Yeah, I get it often. I thought that was the thing that I appreciate the most of his shit, is like he was talking about serious personal shit, but he never let it get too fucking heavy. Every time it started to get too heavy, he came with a joke and made it funny. And I appreciate that. I was like, you know what? That's what's up, man. That he didn't like let it, because sometimes comedians, like Chris Rock's last one on Netflix, where he's just bitching about his life, and I'm like, bro, I'm not here. I'm not your therapist. I don't care. I want you to make me laugh. You better find some humor in this shit. And so I really appreciated that he was able to do that, for sure. Shout out to Gerard Carmichael. The stand-up is called Rothaniel, and it's his actual name. Gerard is his middle name.
So his grandpa mixed, his dad used both names and combined them. So
I just heard it as it's Gerard, right? Gerard Carmichael special. Like this personal title stuff. You just I that's a little over my head.
Can't tell these niggas nothing, man. I'll tell you what.
It don't even matter. It don't even matter, man.
That's funny. It's Easter. We're recording this on Easter Sunday, and so Trey, you got a bunch of questions here, but before we get started with these questions, we're gonna get to each one of them. I have a question, and is Easter when if you don't have kids in the house, like if everybody's grown, is Easter even a thing?
Yeah, I mean, in religious backgrounds, I think people still go to church. I think that's the one time that Black people, out of all the years,
go to church. Up on Easter, bro.
Like they put on a suit. You know what I mean? Because you never know who's gonna be there. Your grandma, your aunt, and you have this meal. The church service is probably going to be long, so prepare for it. And you have all these different things, and that's one thing.
Yeah, you said there's one thing, and that's the last thing I heard.
And then when you really think about it, right, when you go into the whole Easter thing, when you do have kids, I mean, obviously, just like America and, consumer stuff.
The Easter bunny.
First of all, Easter bunnies don't lay eggs, but we never question that. It's fun for the kids. You got the Easter egg hunt where you're hiding different shit in there. And, if you don't do it, you're probably people gonna look at you like you're a fun police or a bad parent or etc. Or you might have religious situations where you don't celebrate it at all. Then you got the super religious folks like me. I don't say super religious.
This nigga said like me. Get the fuck
no, because
I
don't say Happy Easter. I say Happy Resurrection Day.
Happy Resurrection Sunday.
That doesn't make you.
No. But I'm just saying, like, people really be like, how people be like Merry Xmas, and they really get hot. Like, bro, you'd be like, bro, hold on, why you Xing out the Christ? You feel me? So
hold up, Trey.
We be gangbanging for Jesus.
I'm not gonna let him do that to you. I will say, Trayvon is probably one of the more religious friends that I have that I can tell. Now I don't know what he does behind closed doors.
That's because you kicking it with heathens, man. That's why.
I mean, it could be that. That could be that also.
Listen, and that's the thing. I don't even want to say. Let me take that back, because in a term, I'm not a Jesus freak.
You're
right?
spiritual. I'm
spiritual.
You ain't super religious. Super religious.
Okay.
Like, you know what super
You do
religious
way
is.
too
Nah,
much.
nah,
You do way too
okay.
much to be super religious, actually.
You're right. You're right. So
Look at he sold you out in 2 seconds.
yeah, look, Judas, Judas ass nigga. Nah, but no, you know, happy Resurrection Day, which is still a crazy theory because it's like, all right, every year we move a different day. Like it's not consistent. It's not like,
Yeah.
hey, every 3 days, you know, after he rose. So like every other year it's gonna be a different day. It's gonna
Yep.
be a different, you know, Easter on this Sunday now. So
Yep.
it's questionable, but you know, at the end of the day, I look at it and it's the same thing as how again, going back to Rothaniel, being a Christian and kind of editing how you worship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of contradiction in that stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, oh, because as a kid, I was scared. I used to be like, damn, I'm going to hell. I had a bad thought. You know what I mean? Like every day, I'm like, shh, you know, because I went to,
too much.
we was going to chapel every day. We had to read the Old Testament, then the New Testament, then recite it, and then do all this other stuff. And like, it wasn't until like I took a class in my senior year of college. I think this coach was, I mean, not the coach, the professor was really messing with me. Because I went to I played basketball at a Lutheran college, and
Right.
he was like, "What? You know, you often challenge me in my thesis." So I was like, "I'm a Christian, so like my viewpoint is different." So he was like,
Right.
"For you to pass this class, you got to write a 23-page paper comparing your religion to all religions." So
Damn.
I had to
move.
That's what you get for challenging, nigga. Shut
He
up and
tried
let
to
this
be-
class happen.
He
Shut up
took
and
that
let this
shit
class
personal.
happen.
and I could have easily rolled out with a C. That was my fault, right? So, I went old school way, library, renting out books, literally. Learned
Man.
about Confucius, learned about Buddhism, learned about, all these different religions and compared it. And I found out they all the same with different gods.
Yeah,
And it blew my mind because I was like, I ain't going to hell then. Like, you know what I mean? Because I used to be like, oh, you an atheist? I can't rock with you, bro. I remember during that time when YouTube was popping, right? And the conspiracy theorists of Jay-Z being a devil worshiper.
Oh, yeah.
And Tyler, the Creator, being a devil worshiper. I stopped listening to Hove. I deleted everything.
No,
Everything.
Trey, come
God.
on, man.
No, you didn't.
On God. I deleted everything.
That's why that right there is why you're not the most religious person I know. Because religious niggas don't say on God.
Hey, it ain't gonna change. On God. But listen, I deleted all of it. I was locked in. I was so scared. And after I wrote that paper, I kind of had to thank Professor Smith. Shout out to Steve Smith out there. But it opened my mind to a lot of things. I can have those friends that don't believe in God. I can have those friends that are Muslim. I can have those friends that are, because like Christianity kind of, and the same thing. If you go Jehovah's Witness, they have a certain belief. Everybody has a different belief and they feel like there's some exclusivity when there's like, we all got the same thing. We just changed the name of God. You know what I mean? Like whoever your high power is, shouts to y'all. That's it.
Yo, so, shit reminded me of what's that whole song? Freemason.
I've been sitting here trying to think of the bar the whole time.
Niggas couldn't do nothing with me. They put the devil on me. I would have preferred the niggas would have squeezed the metal on me. Rufus and Lucifer. I don't know who to trust. Whole world want my demise. Turn my music up. He was rapping that Trey right there.
And you know what's crazy? I love 444 J Electronica Hove now. Super religious. Just my boy locked in now. I told my wife that the spiritual shit works.
Fuck all these fairy tales. Go to hell. This is God engineering. This is a Hail Mary pass. Y'all interfering. He without sin should cast the first stones to check in the mirror. Double check your appearance. Bitch, I said I was amazing. Not that I'm amazing. Oh, shit. I miss Hove, man.
I was waiting for that part.
That nigga used to be so good, man.
Then my nigga MC Hammer dissed him and had him running in the woods.
Damn, he said, holy water on my face is the basin, diamonds in my rosary shows he forgave him. Bitch, I'm red hot. I'm on my third six, but the devil I'm not. My Jesus piece flooded out, but thou shalt not covet. Keep your eyes off my covet. I'm a bad motherfucker. It's Hove. Just say you love it. Oh, I love it, Hove. I love it.
That's one of my favorite songs.
Oh my God, he fucking destroyed that shit. I miss him. All right. Okay. Do you text people Happy Easter?
No. but I try to avoid it.
Do you do Happy Resurrection Day? Let me just clarify.
No. So
Okay.
I'll do it on social media and say this is a mass text to avoid.
Okay.
Like, don't text me. I do that for
Right.
Christmas and Thanksgiving and all because
Yeah.
I don't
I
want to
see you
do
tweet
it.
that shit.
It's like here.
There's a handful of people to get a Happy Resurrection Sunday.
I feel like your parents are like they get the mandatory joint. Like if your mom right there.
Wait,
Like, okay,
Jerv, what's
Some of
Jerv? Who's your list?
so during Ramadan, do you text people? You know,
No, I text back. That's
Okay.
that's my philosophy. I won't text, but I'll text back. But also,
That's a huge step for Amin.
That's a huge step for Amin,
Just
though.
to let everyone know.
you could have let that shit sit.
Yeah, I could do, but like it's kind of like these are the 30 days where I try to be on my best behavior. Porn conversation at the beginning, notwithstanding. So like I will text people back. I will kind of be more of the moment within being kind of observant of the religion. But yeah, that's about it.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, what you're telling me is all those Sixers text messages that I've sent you throughout the years that get left on read that you never respond. If I send those to you during Ramadan, there's a chance you'll respond.
No, I mean, if you make them Ramadan related, there's a chance I'll respond.
Got you.
But
All right.
like,
Hey, listen, I had to get clarification.
Brother Kareem, brother Kareem.
Yeah, man, I'm not just fucking. This doesn't mean the text lines are open. By all means. Also, I'm not your therapist, Jerv. Throw it in the group chat, man. Let multiple niggas get a crack at it. I don't like that. I don't like if I'm in a group chat with someone where we talk about a certain topic and then I get like the private direct. This goes out to Elite, my guy Elite, the producer, who's in the Sportsville group chat with us. This goes out to my nigga Mark. Elite. This goes out to my nigga Mark Labassier, also in that group chat. The niggas love sending me like the one-on-one, like private text, like, hey, so what do you think gonna happen with that? I'm like, man, if you don't throw that shit in the group chat, stop bothering me.
Yeah, I gotta read the room sometimes, good brother.
When I see like a text from Jerv, like I would think, oh shit, like is something happening, or like this is this something about like this. Am I gonna be on Mark's show? So I feel like it's like something serious that had nothing to do with everybody else. I open up like, hey man, what do you think the Sixers gonna get for Ben Simmons? Like, nigga, I don't know, man. I'm out here.
Hey, it's crazy how we like sass Jerv for like reaching out personally.
Yeah,
but he's
man.
really our friend. Like, hey, this nigga be like, my bad for hitting you. But
I don't like
every
it.
time he'd be like, hey, my bad, y'all. But
I'm trying to be respectful, you know what I mean?
Nah, bro, you can hit me up, bro. I like, one thing that I learned.
You at least respond. Amin leaves me on red. Why sometimes will leave me on red?
Amin not gonna shut it down. His Hollywoodness. He know. Amin taught me how to fake ignore calls. Like he's taught me the game. No, just talking about just like, he's too busy. Like, I mean, just more so you don't answer it every time because I was making myself overly accessible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to not answer so that they get used to the idea that sometimes that nigga don't answer.
Bruh, I think Sixers questions, I think legit I'm one for like maybe 73 questions. And this dates all the way back to after I could have just done like the fucking show with him and I'll text him and he just won't respond to me.
I don't work after hours, man. Y'all trying to make me do extra work.
You had a chance, Jerv. You got to ask him on the show, man. You know how
is it goes. Is it necessary to text Happy Easter? I mean, you guys don't, but is it necessary? Can you
absolutely not? I just seen women on my timeline saying, "Please don't, please don't, fellas." It's scaring the women.
But yeah, they need an in. They need an in that says, "I'm not like I am like I'm a man of God." And so Happy Easter is like an easy one, right?
Yeah. That gives you ability to tell them, look at your gram real quick because you probably threw that suit on and you want them to, you know what I mean?
This is a future meme where it said, I was just thinking how I had all my eggs in one basket.
Yep.
Happy Easter.
It's somewhere out there. Someone probably did it.
Somebody go do it today.
Next question. What's the worst Easter candy? All that shit looks gross to me. I'll be honest.
Peeps.
Yeah.
Easy.
Peeps.
I've seen people put Peeps on a pizza. A pizza.
You should have
like
beat
a
their
pizza,
ass.
and the topping was it's on Instagram, but like I'm just like this, who out here is out here for this
There's no way that
disgusting?
tastes good. There's no way.
Why
No
does
way.
black jelly beans taste so nasty?
Because they're fucking disgusting.
They're
It's
racist.
fucking licorice.
They're racist.
They're
Why did they
racist,
make
bro.
the black jelly bean taste like that?
Yeah, they could have made any one of them taste terrible, but they made the black one taste like that.
Like,
Why is
come
that?
on. We need Dr. Umar on here to explain
Why
this.
when a black one tastes like chocolate? How about that? You know, I'm gonna throw that out there. Dr. Umar for real. What other Easter candy is there? There's the chocolate covered egg, but it's not really egg. It's just like a
That shit false too. False.
You talking about the hollow joint that has the fucking fake yolk in the middle?
Yes.
yeah.
Those
yeah.
things disgusting. Yeah,
Terrible.
that's a trash can. Easter, hot take. Easter is literally the trashiest time of the year for candy.
Well, I
It's
mean,
all
like,
the
I don't know though.
what is-
Nah, because we get
Okay,
sour
name-
jelly beans. We get sour jelly beans. I'm with
all
that
right. You get
every
one. That's
time.
one candy, bro. You still playing 1 on 5?
Oh,
Right.
also white chocolate Reese's.
That's an all year thing, though.
is that an Easter? Yeah, that's not an Easter.
It used to be Easter. Yo, it used to be Easter
Easter.
thing. Yeah, but it got popular.
Yeah. They were like, this is too good for Easter.
All right. He said, yeah, we got the niggas in a frenzy. Let's
I'm not
Give it
gonna
to
lie. The white chocolate fucking Reese's back in the day, bro. I would lose my mind when I saw
Hey,
them.
so funny story. I don't know if my uncle would have listened to the show, but I had a college teammate that stayed with me. He was from New York. He's from the Bronx. Shout out to my nigga. He used to smoke. And one time we stayed at my uncle's house. We crashed over there. And my uncle was saving that Reese's.
Oh no!
And it been in the freezer for like 2 years, bro.
Oh no!
Oh, you ate it?
Because it was a limited edition. Not me. So
The nigga, his
my teammate ate it. He got high, woke up,
Oh.
opened the freezer, and ate it. And my uncle kicked us out.
Bruh. Hell yeah, I'd have kicked you out,
He
nigga.
kicked us out. Hey, he kicked us out. And I was like,
street.
you could. He said no, but the crazy thing about it, he left $2.50 on the table.
Like this should
said-
cover that.
Hey, I said, you need to stop smoking, first of all. And how does a 2-year-old
Whoa.
Reese's
Why does he have
taste
to?
like?
Why does he have to
'Cause he was
stop
making
smoking?
stupid decisions, bro. The munchy decisions. He did not beat
I
the
mean,
munchy allegation.
Let's not just go all rash right now, right? Like, I mean, like, you know, hey, listen, he was high.
Can I
saw
boss it
some
over?
music. Yeah, I got you.
And we're black. Trevor, I want to ask you a question. Something you said in the Bossa Nova, which is that Reggie is addicted, but the high end shit isn't. Why is that?
I mean, I can just speak of my experience, right? Like there was a point where when I was smoking Reggie all crazy in college, where I was making like ridiculous decisions financially just to make sure that I still was able to buy my weed and shit like that. And I don't depend, like I can just tell there's a difference when I smoke now, or even just the latter, or like the last 10, 15, 20 years when I no longer was smoking Reggie and I was able to afford like the medical type shit that's floating out there or whatever. I just feel like it's come such a long way that now the purpose that people were telling you that weed's purpose was back in the day, I feel like they figured it out now where it can really serve those purposes for you. And it's not for me. I can only speak off myself. I can go weeks, months. Well, not months. That's wild. But I can go a week or two without smoking. Well, you just wouldn't want to see me like a month or two without smoking. I just would be super ignorant to people. But like I can go a week without smoking. But like in college, I couldn't have done that. Not at all. Like I needed to smoke multiple times a day, and that I like needed to. Otherwise, it would have been like ugly.
Dog, man, that's kind of wild, man. I never thought that would be the case. Moving on, Trey, you asked the question: why was the Facebook poke a thing, and what is the 2022 version? Oh, this one's easy, man. Y'all don't even know.
Tell me, why was it
Facebook? Because you're trying to holler at a girl, but you have no.
Yeah, it was
line.
a dating show, right? Yeah, but
Just
wasn't it like virtual harassment?
It got to that
point. You've been poked. I would see that.
Yeah. So and so poked you, yeah. And then, but then the other part of it is, so you say what the 2022 version is, isn't it obvious? Again, this is the reply to your Instagram story with the hard eyes, right? That's what every thirsty
I
ass
was I,
nigga
I was gonna
does,
say
right?
multiple likes.
Yep.
I was gonna say multiple likes.
Nah,
Multiple
bro.
likes on the same
Multiple.
day, you mean, right? You mean like
Yes,
when you go
yes. Where,
through,
where
yeah.
you open up your page and it's like,
That's a lot rarer than the pokes. The pokes were coming
But listen,
all the while, Go
the
ahead, Trey.
multiple likes thing. That's like beginning of Instagram days.
has it
It's,
ever worked?
No.
yes, yes,
Yes,
it's worked.
Tell
multiple
us
likes.
more.
It's worked. I mean, it's worked. I mean, I'd have the bossa nova, but I can tell you more if you really want to know.
Bossa Nova me, please.
Okay.
And we're black. Okay. All right. What'd you say, Trey?
You know what's funny? I've never liked a pic on Instagram.
You've never liked a pic?
No,
Like
Trey
you've
has
never
some
liked
weird.
the pic or you've never liked the post.
I've never liked to post anything. I
Trey,
only
you're
comment.
weird. Trey's
I
a
only
weirdo,
comment.
man.
As you say this, I'm
I don't-
realizing that he only comments on pictures. Like you'll comment on pictures, but you've never like if I post a picture of Haven, you will comment with the nicest comment. But yeah, your ass really doesn't like the picture. I just always assumed you were liking the picture.
No. I never like it. I feel like the comment is more real than just me casually liking it. Because when I first got on Instagram back in like 2013, 2014, during the deep fried picture phase, I was just like, you know what I mean? And I was like, it felt empty. So when I finally got back on, and this is when I met Amin and we started doing the ESPN True Hoop, and they was like, you got to be on social media. I had to talk with Ben, and they made me get Instagram kind of. And because I don't, I don't post pictures of myself like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't find
Right.
I like the privacy part of it. So to have Instagram, it'd be normally to fuck with y'all. I be in y'all's Instagram stories talking shit all the time. And
Facts.
I got on there and I'm like, okay. I'm scrolling. Somebody posted their plant. Someone posts their kid. Someone posts like their business. And I'm like, I don't really like this shit. Like, I mean, it's cool, but like, I'd rather like when I told him the other day, I said, yo, he took his daughter to the Phillies game. I said, yo, you really the best dad. You rather hear that than me just like.
I will say, bro, that hit right here.
It was honest. It was honest though. Like I feel like
nigga almost cut an onion in the house.
But it was real though. Like I mean, like seeing a black father. First of all, you know what I mean. You had a daddy-daughter day, which is not just a day; it's a thing because she's with you all the time. And you took her to the. You even though you're creating bad traditions, it's okay. She's going to be a Phillies fan, and I feel sorry for her in the future. But long story short, it was fire. It was a fire, genuine situation because we all know anybody that follows you or know you love your daughter. So I thought, like, bro, you really one of the best dads, bro. Not saying that Amin is not one of the best dads because Amin lives a private life, but I do believe that my friend Amin is a great dad as well.
There you go. Now I feel fine. I was sad for a man. Jerk put us to shame, man. Stop doing that shit, man.
that nigga ain't never told me I was the best dad.
Oh man. Speaking of dads, Trey sent me a picture of his dad the other day. And his dad does look like Uncle Jerome from Snowfall, man. That shit is crazy. And then he sent a picture.
I honestly think that they was servicing the internet and was like, him. That's who we're gonna cast. We're gonna put him in a Jerry curl with a goatee, and we're just gonna do it right there. And I think that drove. And the funny thing about it, Amin tells me that, so I text my mom with the picture of Jerome. Like, does he look like my dad?
Does he look like that?
She's like, yeah, kinda. And then Waz was like, why would you do that? I was like, I thought it was funny.
He's a funny ass follow on IG too, by the way.
Is he?
Yeah, he does.
See, I don't know if I want to get that personal. I like to keep it where it is because
I only got there
one-on-one app.
Yeah, I only followed him because I went to college with his wife or whatever, right? So like it was just
for real?
Yeah. She was like she's a year younger than me or whatever. But he does a lot of fucking like taking the old like you know how they do like the old pictures now on IG.
Ain't his name Amin too, right?
Amin
yeah.
Joseph,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know how you can do like the old pictures on IG and you can make it seem like you were there, put like a face on somebody. He does all those, but he does them in Unk's voice. Like he did like Eric Dickerson. Like he was at the Tyson fight back in the day with Don King. Like it's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, let me check this thing out. Hold on, man.
I'm sure it's hilarious because again, the fact that he's from Harlem blew me. Like I was just like, all right, cool.
Oh,
like,
wow, for real?
I didn't know that. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he's a New York dude. So I remember we were doing Growing Up the Same, and Jerv was like, "Oh, I know, bro. Like, if you trying to get him, but remember he wasn't doing any
He
press
wasn't
at the
doing much.
particular
Yeah.
time. So it was crazy. But I also wanted to just tell him, like, show him a picture of my dad, like, bro, you really look like this nigga, man. Like, I imagine. So I put a post up saying, you know, this is what my dad would be like most likely in 2022.
Yeah, this is kind of funny. This thing is kind of funny, man.
They squabbling.
They squabbling up in there.
Jerome Saint with the peace treaty.
Yeah, Unc was there too.
Unc was there in 85 working. We are the world. Nephew, we are the children. Yeah, all right. I think it's got to follow. Yeah, he's got to follow. I'm going to follow him now. That's kind of funny, man. But speaking of Snowfall, man, we find out that, surprise, surprise, dude ain't dead. Kane ain't dead.
You know what's crazy?
What's
to
up?
think about that storyline of Kane being paralyzed. That was a thing. Like so many gangsters just started showing up in wheelchairs in the early 90s. Like, not like guys were just trained to like take their legs out and just hit their spines, but like guys would survive these hits.
Yeah.
And just show up in a wheelchair and paralyzed for the rest of their life, but still banging.
Yo, in all seriousness, isn't that what happened to Lil Chris and Boys in the Hood? Isn't that what happened to him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Also,
like it was common to write that character into a LA show. You know what I'm saying? Because you would see those dudes.
Let's not forget my man Crazy Legs.
Shout out to Crazy Legs.
Shout out to Crazy Legs.
My man had dreams.
I got dreams. Can't touch this. Oh man. So you got Kane is now paralyzed. The hit didn't work. Meanwhile, the police officer Sean Little with a curly fro apparently has drug issues, like beyond just doing some blow. Now this thing is sticking up people for rock. Can't see his kids, is about to be kicked off the force, had to surrender his badge and his gun. I said, this is more consequences for a police officer than I've ever seen in my entire life, in either fiction or real life.
He tried to pull the black card and look to the black homie that had his back. He was just like,
and he said, nah, that ain't me, nigga. That's you. You off the rails.
We know you dirty up in this bitch.
He definitely was just like, well, you on your own on this one. So you had that. Let's see what else happened. Louis tells Franklin, I done cut you out, went straight direct to the plug, and Franklin reveals, which I don't think any of us knew. I knew some of his business was going through Louis and Jerome. He said 90% of his business was to Louis and Jerome. I'm like, well, damn, bro. Like, you didn't think to diversify this shit at all?
Well, you know, he felt like he had control, and he was doing the low end. You know, anytime and you watch this in TV shows where they're like, we need to expand, just like in Power, and they're like, nah, we good as is. You know what I mean? To think that shit gonna last forever. And it's like, nah, like nigga, because they always feel like, you know, like the Frank Lucas, you too flashy, or you too hot, or you bringing too much attention to yourself. And Franklin thought he had it like. Could keep it that way, and they just smartened up, which I don't know if it's smart.
Well, they smartened. Here's how they smartened up, because Franklin fucked up and told them. He told them when he said, I tried to go get a price break, and the man said he's not gonna give me no price break because he's already giving me a price break right now, and so the problem is me selling to y'all. So he basically told them the reason why you can't get a price break is because I'm getting my markup. So they're like, so why am I fucking with the middleman? Why not go right to Teddy. Now, here's a question. You think Teddy messed up by accepting that deal?
Hell yeah.
You think he messed
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, because I think
Yeah.
I think the unknowing right now is going to be the scariest part. Like, I think all of them get nabbed, but I also think that, you know, in this situation of Franklin thinking that he got away too is like, it's too good to be true. You feel me? Like, oh, I'm out the
Right.
game. Because anytime a nigga be like, oh, I'm out the game, shit just hit the
Yeah, the
fan.
game.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. First of all, them niggas ain't about to like, well, have a nice life. You know, that's not how they're gonna react to you being out the game. Second of all, the game is a game, like, and I think part of it is also the delight that I think he gets. Like, he gets a high from this shit, man.
I
He's
think
talking
Kane gonna
about it.
put the hit. I think the Kane gonna put the hit on Franklin baby mama.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, she's
everything.
dead.
She dead.
She out
She
of there.
called him a nigga for the first time this episode.
Right. Not my purse, nigga.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, all right.
Survive a shootout. Now you, now you tough.
Got stripes.
Let me ask y'all this. I feel like I can't be the only one. When Leon goes to Franklin's house and he picks up the book,
The book.
The
Yeah.
did
book.
anybody try to freeze frame it so you could see what the book was?
What the
Because
book
I couldn't
was?
get a good still.
You know what? I thought about it. I did the Leo and point mean to lean up and point like there's a book that you've been trying to get the answer to, and I still didn't try to write it down.
I
couldn't get it. I mean, not.
Oh,
Granted,
here
I'm
it
going
is.
off of the-
Is it the spook that sat by the door?
This is from Vulture. No, it says as Leon storms out, hurt by his friend's selfishness, he notices that the copy of Frantz Fanon's "The Wretched of the Earth" he gifted him is sitting on a shelf untouched. You ain't even open it. Leon notes as he turns his back on Franklin for good. So let me look up this book.
I
Frantz
feel like he should have given
Fanon.
the autobiography of Malcolm
I'm
X.
pretty.
Well, that
I
might not
thought-
even been out then.
No,
That's
I'm
what
pretty sure this book is gonna have some correlation of Franklin's demise.
The Wretched of the Earth. Wretched of the Earth is a 1961 book by psychiatrist Frantz Fanon, in which the author provides a psychological and psychiatric analysis of the dehumanizing effects of colonization upon the individual and the nation, and discusses the broader social, cultural, and political implications of establishing a social movement for the decolonization of a person and of a people. All right.
All right.
And that makes sense.
I wonder how a
Based-
boy from Compton got that.
What? I
Compton,
mean, yeah,
Hey, niggas
South
went to
Central.
school.
But it's about Leon though. But like,
yeah, like
but,
Leon, bro. Like
but Leon,
no offense.
Leon, he's on his Dr. Umar now. Like he's starting to read books and get interested in the history of colonization and white people, enslaving black people and kind of what black, he's into that shit now. So he's woke. This is the woke Leon is at work again.
So woke Leon either wants to go to Africa or Europe.
Yeah.
And when he said Europe, I said, oh, I think they realized they fucked up last episode with Africa. So they want to just kind of make it seem like they're just not out here on their fucking belly shit. And they're going to just throw Africa or Europe.
Were you guys surprised by how many people in this episode had clear memories of what happened when they were high as fuck? And
I mean,
I'm
I've never done psychedelics, so I can't know what's the overall effect of it. But yes, they were well endowed. I feel like they knew what they were doing but couldn't control it.
Right.
So
right. I thought that was a little awkward. I don't know, y'all remember everything, and here Leon say, yeah, and I meant every word, like for real. Okay. Not Trey, my fault. Franklin's mama going to tell the KGB dude that she was high and but she remembers what she said to him. Even Franklin remembering that he told Teddy on the phone that he was gonna kill him. I was just like, really? I don't know.
Wait, that's the KGB?
That's
CIA.
No. He's not
Franklin's
CIA.
mama. Franklin's mama talking to the Spanish dude.
Yeah,
he's
that's
KGB?
why KGB.
I thought KGB is Russian.
Yeah, that's why the nigga next to him is Russian. He's talking about in Russia.
Oh,
we don't
shit.
have word for Playboy.
Oh, I completely missed that. Wow.
Yeah, man. The motherfucker was looking at Playboy and said we don't even have a word for Playboy in Russian. Like all that shit, man. That's who got it. That's the KGB, man. That's who they gotten because they're trying to take out the CIA. Now he's Cuban. I think the Spanish dude is Cuban, but it's the same thing. It's like the communists are trying to do their own kind of.
Oh, this is commie time.
Yep. So that's what's happening there. I thought it was a little odd for that. What was the one last thing that happened this episode that I was? Oh, Ari got jumped. They tried.
He might be dead.
Is
That
he
was
dead?
that was a dead kind of hit.
No, I don't think that. I don't think that
no.
bottle to the head took him out. I think he gonna wake up
Yeah.
in a chair tied up or some crazy shit.
Yeah, some shit like that. Yeah, some
All right.
shit. Because they don't give a shit about him. He's just an arms dealer, but they're trying to get information because who they really want is Teddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's wrap things up with the Power season finale. Trey, do you have notes on this, or should I just go right to my main question?
No, I got it. So,
all right.
oh man, this was a ride. Not gonna lie, but I actually enjoyed the last 2 episodes of this. I'm not gonna say, but
You enjoyed this episode?
I did. It was because I mean it gave a lot of answers, but then it was also just like a weak finale of Cold. Like you know what I mean? Like, oh, I want all of it. You know what I mean? Like that part right there was very powerific.
Oh my god! Yeah.
But you got, you know, all of a sudden, you know, Diamond's upset. He can't shake the feeling that Jannard is double crossed him, and you know, Reporter Bay is there, and he says, "Come on!" And Jannard sends the hit. The hit fails. Diamond sees it, kills Cuzzo from Louisiana, tortures him first. By the way.
Now, wait, hold on. If he drove off with her, how did he find the nigga later?
I mean, it's
that
power.
was some power. That was power.
sorry,
We're
it's
giving too much
power.
credit to it. So in the
Because
soap
next
opera
thing
fashion,
you know, you'll ask how he got Cuzzo in the house and why he didn't just stay in the house to kill
Jannard.
just to kill,
But I
yeah.
think he. I don't think he ever wanted to kill Jannard.
Yeah, he didn't want to
And
kill
that was
him.
the thing
Yeah.
that Tommy kept hitting on. Like when you kill your brother, it's different. You know what I mean? Like you just turned into a different person. He kept
By the
warning.
way, how does Tommy know that? Because he didn't.
Because he killed Ghost. Well, he
No, he
didn't kill
didn't.
Ghost, but he
He
just
wanted to.
trying to explain it. He felt like he was the expert of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then we got the 4 horsemen getting their ass chipped. The biggest week.
Real
They was
easy.
overrated. They was overrated.
Super
First of all,
overrated, man.
the
As
first
soon
one
as
went
she
out
walked
trying
out
to
back,
be
I said,
thirsty.
"Come on."
You know he out of there, and I knew it was Tommy. I'm like, oh, Tommy about to be over here on his 007 Punisher shit, right? They get him, hang him up like a pig.
He came up. By the way, he came up back. He just rose up the shadows like.
He looked like the Michael Jackson meme where it just shows like some of the face.
Yeah.
He just popped up. So of course that's easy kill, and then obviously the setup where she tries to get him to meet at the lab, easy. Like my man was in here, just he had it laid out for him, and then I think it was kind of like put on a platter after Scarface. Ileana basically gave Doc this whole speech about this is it. Like you gotta go. Like before something happens. Like I knew she was about to get chipped.
Why
Why
didn't Doc just leave right then and there?
She tried
'Cause she's
to. I mean, she
dumb.
still has.
No,
she's
she
dumb
didn't. She
too, though.
went
But
in-
she also
went in
she also
crack.
is a dumb character. You know what I mean? Like she
Yeah,
made it. She's about to go to Paris right after.
She ordered Uber Black and then figure out that like, yo,
She had her Louis. She had her Louis luggage. She was over.
dope
she was
crib, by the
about
way.
Yeah. By the way, did
Yes.
the Uber say it was here? Because then the Uber would have saw like
Hey,
a lot going on in that
It,
scene.
it was a lot going on, right? So got her, whatever, cool. Yeah, she was just hilarious. She didn't check the app, nothing. Then I was over the son, Flanagan.
Oh man. Oh,
He-
yeah, Vic.
He
yeah.
Vic whined the whole episode. I get it. Glow's gone. Cool. But he was whining. This is my kill, Dad. It's my kill. Or let me have him. I want to see Tommy. I want to be the last person he sees.
This
You
ain't
lied to
fucking
me,
Call of
Dad.
Duty.
Like he said, then when he got into it with his sister, I almost was killed tonight.
Oh my god. She said at least I didn't get hit when I was crying in a bottle. I was like, yo, ruthless.
Hey, she funny too. They had her with the slick back. I was crying. She had the Mr. Perfect hair. Like she
Yes.
was she pulled up too. She was on her little mission. She tried to do her little back end. So I don't even know. Did her word trickle all the way to Dublin? Or did it
Nah,
die with old boy?
it had to. Old boy's the only one that knows.
But no, they were like, when they put the picture up, they was like, it's just us now. And like, I'm the Dahlia Connect.
Yeah.
So I'm
Her and
sure
her
he
brother,
probably made
yeah.
a call before he died or whatever. But like,
Well, she's a Dolly Connect for anybody anywhere because
yeah.
Tommy's out. And the one Ileana's dead and fucking JP, who knows what's gonna happen with that. I had a question. So you guys remember when we used to have Kev the barber on? He used to say like there's a difference between light skin and beige, right? Where light skin are black people, black parents, but you light skin, and beige is like you got a white parent, right? Do I have that right? Was that his definition?
I think
So
so.
by that definition, is D-Mac light skin or is he beige?
You mean
Kate not his mom. That's what that is.
I
Ain't no
know.
way in hell.
Well, Kate's not his mom. Kate's his grandmom.
but he
No,
no,
Kate is Tommy's mom, which is his mom.
No,
Yeah, but
D-Mac. I'm talking about
Oh,
D-Mac's
D-Mac.
mom,
I
the
apologize.
son.
Sorry.
I don't know what the mom looks like, but I'm gonna say
Mom's
just
gotta
got
be
white.
black.
He just got white in him.
Wait, how does he have? So he switched sides later on. I'm assuming then because he's gay.
Yeah, again, power.
It happens because
that nigga
my
was,
uncle did that too.
Okay.
sure, it happens,
My
but
uncle got a
also
37-year-old, and he
Yeah.
he playing the away games now.
no,
So
it's like LZ. LZ has like a 22-year-old son, and LZ's gay. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm saying they made that nigga gay just for the story, and that's it. Like just to be cool, and it doesn't factor in ever again. Like it was just one time he revealed I'm gay. Okay, and then
like
that was
50 is
it.
in the writer room, like make that nigga gay.
Make that
okay?
nigga gay. Yeah.
Wait, do we have any? All right, he gonna be. You cool with that? You don't have to do no sex scenes, but you cool.
Yeah, you ain't gotta kiss nobody. Like I'll be
You
gay,
ain't
but I
kiss
ain't gonna
nobody,
kiss
my nigga.
nobody. All right, cool.
I'm gonna just look like the creepy black nigga on this show.
He is creepy looking, and them glasses
fucking
are so
creepy.
fucking weird, man.
He looks like main man from fuck. What's that show?
Nah, he like the nigga from All About the Benjamins. You'll never find blum 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 a hairline like mine.
Oh my god, what is that show? Not Better Call Saul, but the other one. He looks like
Breaking Bad?
Gus.
You talking about
Breaking
bugging
Bad.
out? He talking about bugging out from Do the Right Thing.
Yes. He
I
looks
don't know
just
bruh
like
name,
you.
but who's Spanish but he black? What's bruh name?
Gustavo from Breaking Bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
I'm not
this
good at
shit-
this game, but he looks like him.
I never watched Breaking Bad, so I don't know. But yeah, man, like
I only
he's
watched
a-
like 4 episodes of it. I got to get into it. I heard it's
He's
cool.
a
That's
weird-
wild.
All right, so let me ask you guys a question, man, about this end scene where they meet at the fucking gravel pit or whatever. How is the plan? Yo, I'm gonna drag you out and pretend like I caught you and hold my gun to you, and they're not gonna light both of our asses up just on sight. 1, 2, when the fucking flip happens, these niggas are literally all lined up with machine guns and shotties and whatever. And it's the two of y'all with handguns and out in the open, just be like, I got, and like not get fucking lit the fuck up.
I at least wanted Tommy to get shot one time, bro. Just get wounded.
Yeah, get shredded.
But I'm
Wounded,
mad. I'm mad that it was only one CBI soldier there. It was like, y'all split up.
Yeah.
Y'all split up, and he
It
the
was a
only
couple-
one that's in there tripping.
It was a couple others because when Liliana came from the back, pause.
Oh yeah,
She shot up the people behind it was some niggas first.
yeah, that's true. She was
You know,
chipping shit.
You know,
Hey, she
niggas
was-
gotta die first.
You know what's funny? She was chipping shit. Listen. She went out like a soldier. Out of all the niggas, she probably
She
the
was
realest
actually
nigga
kind of
there.
stupid, bro. She could have just laid everybody out with the machine gun and called it a day. I don't understand why she was like,
Yeah.
Because
like, yo, they're all in the line. Just
I mean, but
spread
to be
them all.
fair, you had to, in movie fashion, you had to make sure JP is actually.
Dog, she
those
Oh,
she
yeah,
slammed
true.
she slammed her car door shut. Nobody winced. Nobody like flinched.
Not a
even.
soul said.
Yeah.
Niggas had a,
Wait, what was that sound? And then she shot like 5 niggas before someone said, "There's a shooter back there." Like, yes, nigga, that's what them gunshots
Wait,
are.
she doesn't just shoot 5 regular people. She shoots 5 of apparently Ireland's like top henchmen, and and kills all of them. But the one person who's only got 2 kills in her entire life, and they've all been civilians, is the one that takes her out.
because they had to fit in the storyline. Whoever killed her is going to pay. And then she said, Tommy. Da 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 da. He's like,
Oh
"There's
my
no business
God.
between
Wait, is
us."
that going to be the storyline? You feel like?
Yes.
Oh man! Come
Also,
on.
by the way,
And now she's
Diamond,
ruthless.
Diamond, you gonna let your brother live? I get it. Okay, because you're not that type of nigga no more. You're a nigga with a conscience or whatever. You gonna split the territory again? I get it. It's kind of sounds crazy. You should have just told him leave town. No, don't let me never see you again.
Go to Gary,
But-
nigga.
But no, yeah, like go to Gary wherever else. But no, he gonna give him half the territory. But then, based on that conversation to end with the map, you gonna give him the best territory, nigga?
You
Like,
gotta at least keep the
it
barbershop.
you know what I'm saying? It ain't much, but it's all my like. I'm like, what the hell kind of talk is that about, man?
I thought he would have kept the barbershop, bro. Like that's his passion, his craft. All the money's there.
Nah, but it was too,
All the money.
it was too much going on there, bro. Like niggas was running up in that shit too much. Now he get the restart, put his little chair, whatever. Whatever happened to the evil cop, bruh?
Oh yeah, my man with the Seamus or whatever his name is with the Irish.
Yeah, I hate him, bro. I hate his face. But
He got his 20 large or 150 large, and it's like, yo,
right.
I'm fuck
I
out
was
of
saying
here.
my story, yeah.
hey, you know
All
what's
right.
crazy? I thought Kate was gonna disappear and slide after she had to watch D-Mac.
Oh yeah, that she's still.
She
around.
tried.
She definitely was ready to dip.
She's terrible, by the way.
She's an awful mom. She's an awful mom.
She might be up there with the mother from Blow.
Oh damn! No, she sold her. She sold her baby out, man. No, Kate won't
Kate's
sell
not that
Tommy
bad.
out. She ain't gonna sell Tommy out. She gonna leech him for all the money he's got and hit him up for free blow. But she's not gonna turn him in or nothing like that.
By the way, real fast, I thought like people of Tommy's stature, they don't walk around with knots in their pocket because that's incriminating. You know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. Tommy always seems to just have a wad of money just in his pocket, just ready to just disperse to someone to just be like, here, get away from me.
That nigga be pitching that shit like it's a nickel. He'd be like,
Yo. Well, so what was the end of the episode about? Where we see Detective Blanca Rodriguez come back with her fake Spanish voice.
as Jerv said, power is one big universe.
Yeah.
They now have, before when they actually finally open up this envelope and sees Tommy picture, they're going to identify and then come to Chicago, and now he's going to have a bigger problem when he's allegedly posted to, because it's not going to come that easy, even though he did shake up this mass, like he spent the whole season wiping away everybody, like fucking up everybody's shit. Now all of a sudden it's going to come a little bit easy because he conquered Chicago way too easy, first of all. But now, in order for him to make it sweet, here come the people. So now he gonna be, ducking and dodging.
Oh, by the way,
And he the real ghost.
yeah.
Oh, he canceled Christmas. Did y'all catch that?
Yes, he definitely canceled Christmas on their asses.
Yeah.
But memory serves me correctly. She was at the end of Power Ghost, the Tariq one, whatever one that
she
is.
was.
I felt like she's supposed to be going after Tariq, but I guess
I'm
gonna be on Chicago.
She gonna be on all the shows as a super agent. We got we got a super cop.
Just to point out, guys, the way Liliana talks, that's to me, that's an authentic accent. The way Detective Rodriguez talks like that, I'm like, this is terrible.
She talk like she's trying to snorkel.
Yes, exactly. That's a great way to put it. Like she's trying to snorkel. All right. On that note, we call it a day here on Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. Thanks again for the listeners, for the Patreons. If you're not a Patreon, patreon.com/countthedings. Make sure you are catching these overflows. We got another one coming tomorrow. We're going to talk about the latest episode of Atlanta. We'll talk about the latest episode of Winning Time. next week on the main show, we will talk about They Call Me Magic. It comes out Friday on Apple Plus. So be prepared for that, as well as the season finale for Snowfall. For Black Trey, for Big Jerv. My name's Amin Hassan. Stay black, motherfucker.